So running late for my first meeting of the day. I hate being late. I'm, that person that's usually 10, 15 minutes, sometimes half an hour early. I prefer to be, very early than, even leaving a chance of being late. But it's all good. We're going to get there. Luckily, it's someone that I know that doesn't mind too much that I'm not very punctual today. But yeah, it's been a decent morning. Managed to get in a little circuit. Was going to have a rest day today because looking to get down to Big T's barbecue to actually try it out because we didn't get a chance yesterday. So going to get this meeting done, hopefully get over to Big T's, and then I've got a few meetings to finish up the working week. So finally made it down to Big T's barbecue, waiting for our order. Ordered the Texas style beef pastrami, fries, cheese on top of the fries. Of course we had to go all American and get some root beer. Thank you.
Thank you.
So, I don't know where to start. The beef looks insane. Chips look good. I've been excited for this.
Further down the road, you can always.
So Ford Focus, they're happy with the car. We've agreed on the deal. They've got to go to NatWest and get that sorted so they can transfer it.
Yeah.
And that's done. MX-5 customers on test drive now. They're Partexing another MX-5 or already run it through Gav. So as long as they're happy with the way it drives, that should be done. We've got 2 people come down on the Insignia.
Yeah.
Should be down in 30 minutes. And then I've spoken to someone this morning on the Audi. They said they're going to pop down later this afternoon because they want a finance application on it. So as long as they turn up, that should be another one. And then have a customer who said he's coming down on the Mazda 3 as well.
Nice. Okay.
So it should be all okay. And now we've got another walk on. So
Okay.
I've got to go, mate.
No worries.
Honestly, it's chaos.
That's right, mate. Keep me in the loop. Nice one.
All right.
Cheers.
Shane's ringing me. Could you message him and just say I'm busy? Okay.
Yeah, I'll tell him now. Cheers. Thanks.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers,
Bye.
mate. So 2 have gone out today. So the Ford Focus driving away now. Mazda, they've driven away same day. Deposit taken on the Insignia, so that's done. My Mazda appointment cancelled on me. Then all that's left now is this Audi customer. I'm going to give them a quick call, double check they're coming down. They're looking to do a finance on the car. But I'm going to check they're still coming down.
Okay. So let's finish the day on 5, mate. That's the goal.
Yeah. I'll try.
All right, mate. Well, keep me in the loop. Let me know how it goes, okay?
All right, no worries, mate.
Cheers, mate. Well done. Well, Sam's on fire down the Harlow side. It's just gone 2 o'clock in the UK. He's done 3, aiming to do 5 by close of play. So, good day. This is definitely one of my favourite spots in Dubai. So behind me, we have the Bulgari Yacht Club. Then over there is the resort and residences. And then out there in the distance is Jumeirah Bay, which hosts some of the world's most expensive real estate. So yeah, it's been a busy, productive week. I just finished up by reviewing an asset purchase agreement for one of the businesses that we're acquiring in the UK. It's put together by Birdie & Co, which is an amazing firm to work with, fantastic team. I've been working with Cush & Lena for some time now. Very efficient and very quick, which is always nice when working with the law firm. I actually remember back in February, we ran an event in the UK, and the next morning I was having breakfast in the hotel restaurant, and Lena actually brought down an option agreement that she put together for me to get it signed over breakfast. So that's when you know you're working with the right firm. Like I said, highly recommend Birdie & Co. Yeah, really good firm to work with. Come on, time to eat. So it's Sunday and I'm on the way to Oxygen Gym. Now, firstly, I'm pretty sure this is the biggest gym in the world. It has over 1,000 machines. And on Instagram, it looks insane. So quite excited to see what this gym's all about. And who knows, this could be the gym that we host our first 5DX session. It's definitely big enough, that's for sure. So I thought Alphaland was the best gym that I'd ever been to, and I think atmosphere-wise, it definitely is. But this place, as a facility in general, is by far the best gym I've ever been to, if not the best gym potentially in the world. So post-workout meal in this gym, filet mignon, some asparagus, mushrooms, great view.
Then you half what you were thinking and you go from there. So, well, you didn't want to give me a price, so I'm giving you a really low one to get the ball rolling.
Yeah, I think from the call that I had with Dee and Bob, they said if I went in around the £1 million mark, if my questions backed up, then go in around the £1 million mark and start from there.
And I think that's rational.
Yeah, but just the things are. Yeah, just the two things that I want to just clarify for my own purposes, that staff training and compliance, and also the wages have gone up, and obviously.
Yeah. All right, Sam.
Yeah. Why are they selling, Sean?
Retirement.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what everyone's war cry is that I speak to. Oh, we want to retire. Not that there's some undertone, something in the background.
Yeah.
As
How's it going, mate? So some of these amendments on the APA, some I don't see, a huge issue with, but then some of them on the guarantee, indemnity, restrictions on the seller, some of these, there's no way that we'll be able to agree to their amendments anyway. We may be able to find somewhere in the middle, but some of these, there's no way we could agree to these. So I've just pinged it over to Lena. I'll see what she says, and then we can go back to him. So today's been a lot of back and forth on a few things that we're working on in the pipeline. We've had the purchase agreement sent back from the seller's legal team with some amendments, and some of them just can't happen. I'm all for finding somewhere in the middle, but some things just unfortunately need to stay in there. Also, just had a good call with James and someone else that I can't really mention on here, but working with an AI consultant that believes they can help on our roll-up, help really consolidate and centralize a lot of things as well, in a more streamlined and efficient process. That's what the call's about. So yeah, that was pretty productive, so we'll see how that one goes.
Tracked on their accounting system, it's then chased manually if need be. Some of their debtor days are quite high, and I think it's like 90 days, if not 100 days, some of them. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It's very old school. That's probably one term I'd use for this particular company. Very, very old school.
Just finished up a session at Gym Nation in downtown. Still in the pursuit of trying to find the gym that we want to work with to get our first UAE 5DX session under our belt. Once we find the first one, of course, then it'd be great to work with other gyms and work our way around the UAE and make it a bit of fun, get as many people involved as possible. Gym Nation was okay. I prefer the others that I've seen so far, but it was a good gym. finished up the session with one of these K-Cal peanut butter date smoothies or shakes. It's pretty nice. And what I'm going to say next is something that I don't normally do on my social media channels. I try to give people a bit of an insight of some of the successes people have had in the 5D program, but I don't want to bang on about it every single day, because I do believe that, you know, I'm a firm believer in, if something is that good, then results just speak for themselves, and then other people will talk about it, which I also believe that a referral coming from somebody else is much better than you telling someone how good the thing that you're doing is. Anyone can make a good argument to why their thing is good, why their thing is the best. But one thing I'm very happy about and I'm quite excited about is how active the group are right now. You know, I don't think it's a secret. You guys have probably seen in our ETA magazine and some of the things that we've posted through our awards, etc., that the group have done some incredible things over the past 2 years. But I just want to post a few things up on the screen now on how active the group have been this week. These are just from the last 4 days. Yeah, so very excited, very happy with how everything's going with the group and what people are doing. It's definitely been a good first 6 months of the year. Now I'm definitely excited to see what the group can do over the next 6 months as well. So just about to jump on for our first mastermind session of the week. We actually had 4 last week, so a very busy week last week. We have 3 this week, so really trying to provide as much value as possible for the members. There's been a lot going on today. We've actually confirmed 2 5DX sessions in the UK, one on the 6th of July and then one at the end of July as well. We also have a few special guests join us on the one on the 6th, so that's going to be a good one. And also had a bit of data back from the booking system provider that we use in one of our portfolio companies. We're actually number 1 out of 127,000 locations for new bookings, which is an absolutely awesome achievement. Management team is doing an absolutely amazing job at that location. As happy as I am that we're number 1 on the booking system, number 1 out of 127,000 locations is an amazing number. I sound like Carl Froch banging on about 80,000 people being in Wembley Stadium watching him and George Groves fight, but and I keep saying it, number 1 out of 127,000. It is an amazing achievement, but yeah, retention is more important. You know, it can actually be up to 25 times more expensive to acquire a new customer than it is to sell to an existing one. So, you know, we have to make sure that, yes, we're pouring more water in the top of the bucket, but we also plug the holes at the bottom and retain those customers as well. Yeah, this is the longest it's been for a while, so I'm
gonna say it's literally like a fro almost, isn't it?
It is. It's like a mini afro. Looking forward to having a trim in the morning.
In control. This financial year from August just gone to now is going to be our first year, and there's going to be a lot of consolidationary costs which are embedded in there. But we are expecting to be on at least similar, if not greater, performance. I'd like us to end up around 2.8 million thereabouts, and a flat performance on profitability, but we will be doing something different so that our tax liability is different too. So yeah, good news story. There's been a lot of work taking place now based upon the performance. Pre-tax profits up 200k based on prior year. We had some record months since we were in charge. 265k in Boston, from Atlanta to Kansas City, and also to Houston, plus 1 trip over to the UAE. So we have some distribution agreements almost in place. It took some time to get this to this point. That said, I'm almost questioning, do we even need the distribution agreements at this point? We will proceed with them. However, we've got 3 key top distributors, as I touched on, 2 in Houston, 1 in Wisconsin, which is a good news story because they are essentially an extension of our brand and business in terms of our sales force. Whether they would agree with that, it's open to opinion, but that's how we are working to get to market, routes to market.
So it's been so busy lately, but today it's finally time to get a haircut. back in the game, fresh trim. Feels nice to have cut off the curls. So today I am going home to review a contract that a client has sent over, quite a large client for one of our portfolio companies. So gonna review the contract and then head to Abu Dhabi. So I've just got back to review this contract. Now this is where AI does become very useful. So I've uploaded the contract into both Gemini and ChatGPT and prompted both a few times on, trying to identify where the red flags sit inside the contract. So we can firstly take a look at what those red flags are, if we think they're going to cause potential issues, and then we can fire it over to the legal team. They can review it and then send it back.